step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way. Woo, woo, woo. This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she popping for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way. Still that way, still that way, still that way. Yeah. Hey, came through with a pep in my step and I reckon y'all stage. My eyes are flaming redder than resurrected with rage. It's pressure upon your neck, the bird is out his cage. God made a way, look at burdens that I escaped. I'm setting stage, I raise the stakes, they got the time now. You know how the saying go when they come round. What goes up must come down. And we ain't going with them. Picking your shoes and picking the slack now. Spend most of my days thinking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I'm picking my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I'm picking the slack now. The clear this ain't gold, look around where we roam through. In the land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quick as sand was engulfing, but intact with my soul. But dispatch, I'm evolving, searching for solitude. While most fold, I'm comic composed. Stop the politicking with no, they voters is froze. I'm off the hit with the 50s, I can't be product and system. I pray to God, no, we listen. Won't send my fate with some kisses. Nah, cause we ain't got time to keep off our toes. The type of vigor make you consider throwing the towel. I'm in the mood to make y'all remember going to proud. Sharpen my sword, declaring the war on foes and cows, yeah. So pass me the torch, thrones and crowns. It's the voice of the future tonight. Rooster sounds.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Vancouver taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Hey, we go. Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday.
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
There we go, Salute!
Here's Smith.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Next time, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, please, please don't. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that,
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. When they jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers. Let my plans, stretch on my bands. Plus when I stop in my customized vans. Plush like brush like plus I got 'em up. Plus size Panamera truck. I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like Chex Mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face. Your chain is
next
a
time,
neck.
go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, please, please don't. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, it's not go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me.
I had to hit my designer for sneaks. Double dip mine in the bleach. I'm blocking for sure. I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit. Beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen, Brianna, and parking their top box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block and trust fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half. 2,300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Vancouver taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Running right, here's Walker. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready! 49, flip it off, 49!
Now Gino on first down. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
49, flip it off, 49. There we go, son.
Off of play action, here's Smith. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And got his man complete. Off to the races. And touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Snowhawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 1st down, it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play but he could not pull it in. But you look at this defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And now Smith come out. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready. Hey, it's a clip.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
To throw on second down is Smith. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Gino. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
No ball, no ball.
From the gun on third down, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
These two teams all tied after one. First and 10, it's Willis. Open man is Kirk, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. And now they'll shift things around. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They go play action with Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Let's go now.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
60 Bison.
Willis back to the air on second and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Third down, it's Willis. Throw to the right, caught by Okakwo. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. And it's caught. Touchdown. Miles Sanders. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 61 yards.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Catch left.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hold on.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Smith now on second down. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Here's Smith. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
Back to throw, Willis. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Here's a diving catch right side. And a huge play that time. And even 50 yards. A give running left. It's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Willis. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, trio left. 13 there.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And they will take over 1st and 10.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll audible to something else. Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Hey, let's go Sunday.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So we've reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward
Both these
to
teams
Orlando.
go through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room.
Is Jonathan
Time for us to go
Take
back
it away,
out
Coach.
to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly. This is caught by Kirk. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Now he's free to midfield. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, You've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
Looking left sideline. It's complete.
Touchdown. Chigakonkwo. 30 yards. And the Snowhawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Smith now to throw.
This is Walker.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
1st and 10, Willis.
Flushed out right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Second down, here's Willis.
And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 28 yards.
And the Snowhawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score is Snowhawks 31, Seahawks 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Hey, here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Smith. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
13X, 13X.
Throwing is Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. To the air again, Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Lockett the man in motion. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
49, flip it off, 49. Check 59, Cobra. Tuesday.
Now Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
20-yard line.
Bronco 80. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Agnew now to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat to about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to throw, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Smith. Under pressure, and down he goes. Derek Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Gino on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he rifles one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Smith throwing again. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Derek Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And that's good for another Seahawks.
No balls, no balls.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Walker. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action with Willis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Fix the Eagle, fix the Eagle. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Snowhawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Seahawks 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things for this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
53, 53. No ball, no ball.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that flag accepted. To throw on second down is Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Geno now to throw. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Take it at the 37. So possession goes over here on the punt.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
19 tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught at the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
They're on 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, it's Smith. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On second down, it's Walker. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Myers' kick is good. They'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Let's go now.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. To throw, here's Willis. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Come on.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready.
Play action, Willis. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Here we go.
First down.
Willis now off play action. Rolling to his left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
60 Maverick. Ready.
They go play action with Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
First off, my name Toe, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage you. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my cotters. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect a demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you, if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the front. Run it back when I to the right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it green, but I like it black. Bobby.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake. It's not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got. ride forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it, I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop, that's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time for. I got the booze, stack with me, don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. That's a drip. She in my wrist. That's a freezer. Give me assist. Give me teamwork. Keep it consistent. Go the distance.
Stop, here we go. Bucket off the pick and roll. Shift, gotta go. We don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of luck. Maybach, lay black, matte black. Just the on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it is time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do?